Hey everyone, welcome to the Soul Song. My name is Nina and thank you for clicking on this video. This is going to be a career and finances or work-life story reading for all Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Okay, so we will do each sign separately, so no mixed messages, don't worry about that. I just want to thank everybody who has been supporting the channel in every way possible, through likes, comments, emails, as well as subscriptions. Thanks a lot and welcome to all the new members of the community. So I will begin with Aries. Okay, I have already shuffled the cards and we will start. I'll just give it a bit of a, yeah, okay. So we'll start with the layout. This is your overall energy, your current energy, okay? This is your recent past. These are your challenges, your opportunities, and this is what's next, that is the near future. Okay, we will pull out any clarifiers if required. So at the bottom of the deck we have the Three of Cups, some cause for celebration, and also I'm feeling good camaraderie between colleagues or people you work with, okay, generally. And could also be, but I'm getting more of a community feeling, okay? Supporters. For those of you who have clients, I feel like you're going to get some kind of recognition for your work, and clients are going to appreciate you for your work, okay? So let's begin. The overall current energy is the Two of Cups. Wow, okay. Great way to start. This doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic card, okay? In terms of career, I feel like this is about you being in the right place at the right time, and about this job or this opportunity or this project, whatever it is that you're pursuing, being the right fit for you. It's being something that you really enjoy doing and you put a lot of wholehearted effort into, okay? Again, I'm getting this sense of even if you are like in partnership with someone in a business, I feel like you are on a very good you are on very good terms with this person and you're enjoying a healthy business relationship, okay, with them. So this looks great as a current energy. Let's take a look at your recent past to get some more clarity about your situation. You have the Seven of Wands, ouch, the Three of Swords, the Ten of Cups, okay, and the Eight of Cups, okay. So for a lot of you, I feel like you've had to go through something quite severe, I'm hearing, in the recent past. Again, like this sense of community that was existing, I feel like you were a part of a group or an organization which was not exactly nice, okay, in the sense that maybe there was a lot of bickering, a lot of fighting, and I feel like you were kind of against odds, okay. That was clearly very, very disappointing and something that you didn't really enjoy. You didn't enjoy, especially I feel like, the work environment in that place, or the kind of people that you were working with, maybe even the kind of clients that you had. This was in the recent past, but you decided to separate yourself from that, and now I feel like you are in a position where you can where you're most likely to meet the right match for you in terms of work, okay? So if you are looking for a job, or um, a business partner, like I said, or with I don't know why I'm getting publisher. If you are a writer, maybe you will find the right publishing house, or you will find the right kind of basically the right support. Okay, and everything that you put into your work is going to be reciprocated, so that's a good thing. um, for others of you, I feel like if you've it's quite possible that your personal life or your love life is kind of intermingling in your career or your work life, or it is so significant that it has an impact on your career. I feel like you may have walked out of some kind of a relationship or even a family home or something which was kind of toxic, and you've moved out of that, perhaps even moved on physically, okay, to a new place, and now you are in a much better space, in a much better place, where you're feeling kind of whole again, okay, you're feeling happy again and more like emotionally balanced, okay. Then in terms of your challenges, let's take a look. We have the Five of Swords, okay, Justice, the Sun, the Hermit, and the Three of Pentacles, okay. So again, that element of other people being involved, bickering, like I said, I feel like it was completely depleting your energy, and for some of you, I'm getting that it's for some reason you're finding it difficult to work with other people at this moment, okay. And there may also be like a legal angle to this, perhaps a contract or an agreement on which you couldn't perhaps, fulfill. But I feel like you're retreating from this situation, okay, to come back to a more positive and confident energy. Also, I'm getting that for, I don't know why I keep getting like a legal fighting for your rights, that kind of course, because the Justice card is here, but also because of the Five of Swords, it is about battling and winning at all costs, and also winning but at a price, okay. So it hasn't come easy, so that is the kind of energy that I'm seeing here. For some of you, I feel like networking is not really a strength, and you may be finding it a little difficult because you're more of a loner, you're more of somebody who enjoys working by yourself, who is quite independent in your thought process, in your approach to work, and you may be finding it a little difficult to work with other people, okay. But so if there is like a new opportunity that you are currently exploring, I feel like that is one of the things that you find quite challenging, finding the right fit in terms of your work environment, your colleagues, and for some of you even the right nitty-gritties in terms of your contract and agreement, okay. All right, let's look at your opportunities. We have the Three of Wands, the Four of Cups, okay, the Ace of Wands, nice, Death, and the Hangman, okay. Let me get a clarifier for why is the Four of Cups here. I feel like what is being presented to you is, okay, we get the Fool. You're perhaps going to start something of your own is what I'm getting, okay? Or you may be presented with an opportunity that, yeah, we have the Knight of Cups and the Nine of Swords. For some reason, you're not entirely excited, or there's something that you are afraid of, okay, something amiss about this opportunity. And for some of you, it's going to take a bit of a waiting period. You have the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And for some, it's going to require you to actually transform yourself and really bring about a huge change. This new opportunity requires a complete change. For some of you, a complete change in location as well. It may be somewhere overseas, and you're not perhaps too familiar with the language or the people, and that is making you a little skeptical, okay? Also, I don't usually see this for this card, the Four of Cups, but I am getting a feeling that you might not be in the right frame of mind when this opportunity shows up, okay? In the sense that you may be in a more apathetic kind of energy, and that might lead to you actually missing out on this opportunity. So if there's something that you have been really waiting for, it is coming towards you, okay? But if you don't actually take advantage of it or act at the right moment, it is going to perhaps pass you by, okay? It is definitely something that requires a huge shift or change in perspective from your end as well. It may be like a completely new line of work or something that you've never done before, or maybe a group of people that you've never worked with before, which is quite understandable if you're just switching jobs, but I feel like this is bigger than that. Perhaps like an ideological change also is required from your end. The Fool is here to tell you that you do have a brand new beginning beckoning, okay? But you need to pay attention to that and be willing to take some risks and move forward with confidence, okay? The challenge for you is also to be childlike and be enthusiastic and be confident. But currently I feel like because of what's happened in your recent past, you may not be in that correct frame of mind, okay? Or that energetic, enthusiastic attitude is kind of missing at the moment. So try not to fall into that energy. And if this is something that requires a lot of change, even maybe sacrifice, some kind of compromise from your end, it is of course your choice. But overall I feel like it's going to be a good opportunity, but it might require you to actually change the way you think, okay? That is what I'm getting. Perhaps you feel completely unprepared for this, okay, whenever it shows up. Let's look at your near future. We have the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, okay. So we have a couple here. The Two of Wands, okay. The Seven of Swords and the Emperor, okay. Wow, so many court cards. I don't know what to do with this. I feel like if this, like I said initially, if this has something to do with a personal relationship, you may be at a crossroads with this person as well, with this in relationship, okay? Perhaps thinking about sneaking away or moving into a new direction. You're giving it a serious thought, okay? Yeah, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, this may also have to do like with parents, okay? If it is about like a family and parents, and there we have the Three of Cups again. So that sense of community is back, okay? And let me get the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here? But it is going to involve you. Frankly, what I am feeling here is that it's giving you an opportunity, or rather this opportunity, this offer is giving you a chance to move in a completely new direction away from this community or these people who are probably not very agreeable, perhaps not too kind with you, okay? Could be parents, could be family, could be even your partner, okay? That's the Emperor here. But okay, we get the Ace of Cups. Wow, 2 aces. So something big is brewing here, and we have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. So that's a very that is a Sagittarius energy, but again a very fiery or a fire sign kind of energy. So you do have a lot of wands here, so it doesn't surprise me. I feel like this Emperor is the person who is perhaps bringing this offer towards you, okay? If that is, for most of you that is the case, but if that is not the case, I feel like you are required to actually embrace this kind of energy, take charge, be responsible for your life, and also show ambition is what I'm hearing, okay? All of these characters here, the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands, they actually embody ambition and being goal-oriented, being aspirational, and having a clear vision, being visionaries and leaders, okay? They are like boss figures. For me, the Queen of Wands is like a boss lady. That is how I refer to her. So you're being called upon to actually embrace the inner leader in you and to take charge and to grab this opportunity whenever it shows up. It may require you to be a little not sneaky, but strategic, okay? Very, very strategic planning is required. I'm getting that you might have to play your cards very close to your chest until and unless this materializes. And the Two of Wands is also about making plans, okay? So coming next to the Seven of Swords here, it does require considerable amount of planning and exploring, perhaps even networking, okay? So let me pull out some oracle cards to give you any additional messages. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, the Ten of Cups. Definitely moving out of a particular community or environment and moving into a new one, okay? One that actually celebrates you, one that is more of a supportive kind of environment. We have rebirth, spring equinox. Breathe, okay. This has been coming up a lot in the career readings. Then we have clean it up, okay, and adjacent possibilities, and this is another repetitive card. So the advice from Spirit is really, really clear here. This, like I said, you may be feeling a little unprepared for this opportunity because it is perhaps something that you haven't considered before, something that you find yourself a little uneasy with because it's perhaps something not previously done by you, okay? But know that you have the ability to do this, okay? And to take on this challenge if you find it challenging. You have two aces here, so this is a huge significant change in your life. But in order for you to actually invite this change, this rebirth in your career, in your finances, and your wealth, okay, you need to first make room and space for something new to come in. So if there are any kind of negative self-limiting beliefs that you've had, or anything from the past that doesn't really serve you anymore, or any kind of lingering negative patterns or attitudes or behaviors, it is a good time for you to do spring cleaning, okay, as far as that is concerned, and to create room for this new abundance, new prosperity and growth to come your way, okay? The rabbit signifies multiplicity and growth to me. So there's a lot of potential in this new direction, on this new path, but it's just a matter of accepting that you need to perhaps change track a bit and considering something that you may have not considered before, okay? So that is the message for you. I wish you all the very best, Aries, with your career, your finances, and your growth individually and as a part of a community. Okay, I wish you lots of success as well. So let me know if this resonates with you and if you found it useful. And I'll see you in another video. Take care and God bless. Bye bye. Hi Leo, this is a career and finances reading for the month for November and December. We will look at your overall energy, your recent past, what's happening next in the near future, as well as your challenges and opportunities, okay? So bear in mind that this is a career and finances reading, but it may actually hold messages for some other aspect of your life as well. Sometimes Spirit decides to do that, okay? So just keep an open mind. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the Devil. Perhaps you're trying to release yourself from some kind of engagement, I'm hearing, career engagement or arrangement that is not entirely working in your favor, that is kind of restrictive, okay? And I'm also hearing punishing. For some of you it may be too stressful, okay? For me, the Devil card in a career reading is not completely negative. Sometimes it means like one of those large organizations where you are but a mere player, okay, like a fish in a huge fish in the ocean, rather than a fish in the pond, or you know what I mean. And also to do with probably industries like entertainment, sports, that are in the limelight, you know, those kind of industries. So if you are perhaps in that line of work, that is what that energy means. The overall energy or the current energy for you is the High Priestess. I feel like Um, I'm hearing assessing, okay? You're perhaps assessing the situation for what it is, probably gathering some more information, and you're keeping to yourself, okay? I feel like you've gained a lot of experience in whatever it is that you've done so far in your career, and now you're sort of prepared to apply that experience, okay? So you may even be like a teacher or a mentor to somebody. For some of you, I am feeling that there's a need for you to actually trust your gut, because you may think that there's something amiss or something not right, and at the moment you're in this energy of assessing and looking out for signs perhaps, okay, and trying to gauge whether you should stay in the situation or move on. So that is your current energy. Let's take a look at your recent past. We have the Four of Pentacles, the Tower, and the Five of Cups. Okay, I'm sorry, the Five of Pentacles. So it hasn't been good, okay. I feel like that is why I was getting that message of you trying to release yourself, but I feel like the release has already happened. I'm hearing cutting your losses, okay? So I feel like you've cut your losses in this particular situation. It is quite possible that for some of you, you may have lost a job opportunity or even a job, and you've had to separate yourself from that situation, and it has not been easy, to say the least, okay? It's perhaps come out very unexpectedly. I'm also getting like a layoff kind of a situation where things just abruptly ended and you had to cut your losses and perhaps take like a severance pay package and leave. So right now you are in this High Priestess energy. I'll just take a clarifier for that. Okay, you may actually need to do a bit of research, some study, or even consult someone who is perhaps more experienced than you to deal with this situation, okay, or to see where you can go ahead, what your next step should be. Why is the High Priestess here? Yeah, so I was hearing correctly, assessment. I feel like that is what you are currently doing. You're assessing the situation for what it is. And the Seven of Pentacles, for me, this energy is like you seeing what you have done, seeing all the hard work that you've put into a particular project or situation, whatever it may be. Okay, and now grabbing that one pentacle and moving ahead in another direction, in a new direction. But you're kind of assessing the situation as well and seeing whether you should put more effort into it, whether it's actually going to grow. You are at a stage where you can see the fruit of your labor, but it's up to you to know whether this is actually worth it or not, and whether you should continue on this path or take that one pentacle and move ahead in a new direction. Okay, so it's a bit of a stay or leave kind of a situation, but I feel like you've already, for most of you, you've already left, or you are in the process of leaving, okay, making up your mind, because it's financially it's not looking good. For some of you, I feel like you may have recently had some kind of a huge financial setback, okay, perhaps something to do with investments also. Both of these cards actually mean like investments as well to me, okay. with the High Priestess here, there is a need for you to do more research and study the situation, assess it, and even trust your intuition, your gut about what you should do ahead and how you can avoid a similar situation in the future. Okay, so let's take a look at your challenges. You have Justice, the Hangman, the Four of Wands, and the World. Okay, definitely for you, for some of you, this has something to do with like a legal situation, okay, where you've had some kind of a financial loss and perhaps you're seeking, you're waiting for justice. Okay, that is what I'm getting. And at the same time, I'm getting that for some of you, this could actually involve like property, okay, that you may be trying to sell or move on from, you know, or even buy for some of you. But perhaps at the moment you don't have the kind of finances to support that, and you are working towards that. But there are some delays which are kind of hampering your growth, okay, and which are not letting you move on from this situation. So you're kind of feeling stuck is what I'm getting. That is the challenge, okay. Let's take a look at your opportunities. We have the Queen of Swords, Strength, okay, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Moon. Okay, interesting. So two quite different energies on the bookends basically of this portion. The Moon energy is okay, here's what I'm feeling. You're perhaps not being able to look at the opportunities that you have at hand very objectively, okay. There's a need for you to be objective, be completely unemotional, okay. But I feel like your emotions may be taking over, or by emotions I mean like especially negative emotions like fear, anxiety, fear of the future, insecurity, and fear of the unknown, okay. I feel like there's a need for you to tame these fears in order to completely take advantage of these opportunities, okay. For some of you, I feel like you're going to go your own way. You're going to create your own abundance now, and it may involve like self-employment. For others of you, this Queen of Swords could be someone who is instrumental in bringing an opportunity to you. But yeah, you need to be able to let your fear not make the decisions for you, okay. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Okay, you have the King of Swords and the Six of Wands. So this is a victory, success card, okay. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Cups. So I feel like whatever's happened in the recent past has kind of put you a little off track, okay. So it's going to take you some time to start from scratch, like I said, and reach this position of completely the Nine of Pentacles is one step before the Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate abundance and prosperity card, okay. Especially the kind of abundance that you can share with family and that is long lasting. So you do have an opportunity here for victory, for success, and it is most likely to come from a fire sign, an air sign, that is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or it doesn't matter, it's just somebody who embodies that kind of energy. Okay, for some of you, I feel like you are perhaps I don't know, discussing a business partnership or something, communicating with like a couple or like partners in a firm, and maybe even discussing like a freelance project, something like that. Okay, but again, there is a need for you to overcome your fears and any past disappointments and hurts that you've had in the recent past especially. Okay, and come back to a place of courage and strength and fortitude and resilience, and you will definitely find victory and success at the end of it. So let's take a look at your near future. Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, the 8 of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Fool. Okay, interesting. I feel like you're actually now going to start working on something that you really enjoy doing. Okay, something that brings you a lot of satisfaction as well, something that you're good at, and you're going to focus on that. But that's going to come after this period where you have the opportunity to actually heal from this hurt and pain and to create abundance for yourself. But for that, I feel like there's going to be a bit of confrontation before that. Okay, it might even be like if you've been battling in, like I said, in terms of some legalities, some court case or something like that, that drama will have to kind of settle down before you can actually move ahead in this new direction. And it's definitely something that you might have to, I feel like you have the experience for it. It's also something that you like. You have gained mastery over your skills, but it's also something that requires a bit of risk, okay, from your end. And we get the 6 of Pentacles. I'm getting like a, how do I put this? It's got either something to do with severance package or like in inheritance. Okay, for some of you this has something to do with that. So perhaps you're fighting for your share in like a home that is being sold, or a business partnership. Okay, something like that. After that gets sorted out, I feel you will be able to move into a much better, more positive environment, work environment, and maybe even start something entirely new, something that you haven't done before, something that requires a bit of risk taking. Okay, but it's definitely something that you enjoy doing, something that is perhaps even creative. All right, so let me pull some oracle cards to get some more guidance for you. After this 5 of Pentacles, you have the the 5 of Wands, and it's clarified by the 6 of Pentacles. So definitely I feel like it's going to be a bit of a battle to get your rightful share or whatever is due to you. Okay, Okay, so your oracle cards are fire, passion. Okay, not surprising since you are a fire sign. Communion. Okay, the temple path, financial constraints. Okay, time for a nap, yin, and the faiths. Okay, I'm actually hearing faith instead of fate. So I feel like you're being called upon to have faith, and I feel like for you need to take a bit of a retreat while this drama is dying down. Okay, the Five of Wands drama, I mean, because Spirit is asking you to be in this yin kind of energy, which is a more receptive, calm, composed energy, quite opposite to this fiery energy that you are perhaps emitting. I'm seeing a lot of aggression there. Yes, this is about passion, but what the feeling that I'm getting here energetically is that of aggression, okay, even anger for that matter. So again, going back to this high priestess energy, that is what you are currently embodying, and that's a very good idea to do. Take some time off, retreat from this dramatic situation, and yes, you are facing some financial constraints, but the whole message here is to have faith in spirit, in the universe, and to take a bit of a break, okay, and trust in the universe. Know that whatever is really destined for you is going to come your way, okay, but you need to have a little bit of patience. And if you're seeking guidance as far as which direction to go in, whether you should actually take this risk or not, take this leap of faith or not, know that you are being guided, okay, but even for some of you, your ancestors, your spirit guides are really trying to communicate with you, but for that you need to be in this kind of energy to be able to receive those messages, because if you're always in this kind of passionate, fiery energy, you will not be able to completely receive any kind of insights that are coming your way, okay? So that was your reading. I hope this was helpful and useful to you. I wish you all the very best for your career, your finances, your work life, and I hope you overcome all of these constraints soon, okay? So let me know in the comment section if it resonated with you, and take care, and I'll see you in another video. God bless. Bye-bye. Hi Sagittarius, this is your career and finances reading. This is a general reading, just a reminder, so keep an open mind, especially because sometimes we receive messages that aren't related to the topic that we are asking about. So just keep an open mind, okay? And yeah, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I'm just quickly giving your cards a shuffle, and we will begin. So this is your overall energy, your current energy. This is your recent past. Your challenges, opportunities, and your near future. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. So perhaps some of you are in like a home-based business, work from home situation. That is quite possible. Or you are, I feel like you've reached a bit of a plateau, okay? Like you're kind of happy with what you've achieved so far, but you're seeing where else can this go, okay? What else can you achieve? So that is the feeling that I'm getting. The overall energy or the current energy. Yeah. So speaking about milestones, this is a really positive beginning for your reading. So you're celebrating something. I feel like maybe you've just got a job or a promotion, or you're finally being recognized for your efforts, okay? And there is this sense of you getting attention from other people, getting rightful and deserved attention, okay? And that itself is a cause for celebration. You're working with perhaps the right kind of people now who are, or you may have just landed a gig or a job, or even sold a house, okay? I don't know why I'm getting that. But there is some kind of a victory, a milestone that you are celebrating at the moment, okay? Let's take a look at your recent past. We have the Four of Cups, the Chariot, and the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, okay. This is perhaps the most positive beginning I've had in any career reading so far. So it looks like you're moving from, the feeling that I'm getting is that you're moving from a place of stagnancy and not knowing where to go or what to do, and just like a very neutral state, apathetic state, to a more vibrant, more energetic, and a more fast-paced energy, okay? And it doesn't look like you've had many challenges. It was more to do with you feeling motivated, I feel. And you've had to kind of perhaps overcome your own inertia, okay, to get to this point where you can actually feel really, really good in your career and your work situation, okay? For some of you, I feel like you're definitely more of a like a self-employed person, or you may, even if you aren't self-employed, you have the kind of charisma to pull off your individuality even at work, okay? So you're not afraid of shining in a big group of people as well. And I feel like you may have started off something on your own, like self-employment or business, and now you're finally reaping the rewards for it. You're getting recognized, and there's like word of mouth publicity is what I'm seeing, okay? In terms of your challenges, you have the Emperor, the Two of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, and the Four of Swords, okay? Again, I'm seeing this lethargic kind of energy, which is something that you are battling, something that you are trying to overcome, okay? For you, I feel like the only challenge here is I feel like you sway between extremes, okay? I don't know why I'm getting this message. But at times you're extremely productive, you're extremely structured in your approach, you're very diligent, okay? And you put in a lot of effort. And at other times you just give up easily. So I feel like in your case, your challenge is has more to do with self-motivation, okay? And I strongly feel if you are especially self-employed, that's a huge challenge to have, because everything depends on you. There's no one there calling the shots for you. For others of you who aren't self-employed, if you are in a job or you are just beginning your career, okay? I feel like you may be perhaps juggling between two different jobs, okay? One like a full-time job and one like a side gig. And that is proving to be a bit of an obstacle, or just a little difficult to handle, okay? And you're not really getting enough rest, you're not getting enough sleep, is what I'm getting. This person who you work full time with is perhaps quite demanding, and you're finding it a little difficult to do your own like pet project or side gig, side business at the same time, because they are very demanding of your time, is what I'm getting, okay? Then your opportunities, you have the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. Some nice cards here. So I feel like you're going to perhaps, you have the opportunity now to decide, okay? I feel like you do have a lot of options. There's definitely two main options, two main paths that you could consider, but you are kind of confused because you may have other ideas as well. But what you need to tap into is what you're really, really good at and focus on one thing at a time, okay? Because you won't be able to create everything at a go. You need to focus on one thing, one idea, one project at a time. And what's that going to be? That's going to be something that you really, really love doing. Something that gives you a lot of emotional satisfaction. Something that... there are two things that people usually look for in a job, okay? One is, of course, money. And the other is your... the satisfaction, the emotional satisfaction, and the overall contentment that you get from doing a good job, okay, at that place, and being valued, being appreciated at your job. So consider the option that is closest to achieving that, okay, achieving that sense of accomplishment, and something that actually doesn't require a lot of motivation from your end, something that you're already very motivated about, okay, because you love doing that. So that is your advice, okay, in terms of your opportunities. Okay, what's coming next? We have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles, okay. I feel like you might reject an offer that is coming your way, okay? That is quite possible, but let me just get a clarifier. There's definitely some kind of offer coming your way, but it may not be exactly to your liking, is what I'm getting, and it may not be something that gives you that kind of satisfaction that I was talking about initially. Something that it's about reciprocity, okay? You putting in effort and getting equal recognition or reward back, and at the same time not being at the mercy of someone. I don't know why I'm hearing that, but perhaps you are more of a liberal kind of person, someone who loves their freedom, who doesn't like to depend on like an authority figure or to report to an authority figure, and you want to be more independent, is what I'm getting. And that is perhaps something that gives you a lot of satisfaction, okay? Even though you may not earn as much, in that case, it gives you creative satisfaction. It gives you drive, okay? That's the word I was looking for. Now you have the Three of Pentacles here, so definitely some kind of work offer coming your way. But it may involve, like I said, working with other people, and either you don't... No. Again, I'm getting this feeling of you wanting to be appreciated, okay? Like if you see these two people, this one person is the one who is actually building this structure, okay? He's really busy at his work. He's putting in a lot of effort. But these two people are the ones who are kind of appreciating him and looking on to him, and okay, and just admiring his work, his skills, okay? We have the Queen of Swords and the Fool, which wanted to come out in reverse for some reason. So I feel like whatever this new opportunity is, and you have the Temperance at the bottom of the deck, whatever this opportunity is that is coming your way, some kind of proposal. Proposal doesn't have to be romantic. It could be like a business proposal or a job opportunity, okay, or even a raise, okay, or even in your case, if you have especially like an adamant boss who's not been kind to you, it could also be like a semi authentic apology from this person, okay? It could be that as well. But what you're seeking is appreciation, like I said, and creative satisfaction, and you don't perhaps like to be bogged down by authority. That is quite important to you. So whatever is being presented to you, you're looking at it from a very staunch perspective, standing in your ground, not budging, not giving in, or not really putting up a fight, but being very clear about your objectives and goals and what is it that you exactly want, okay? That is the kind of energy that you are exuding. So that's what's coming ahead. Let me pull out some oracle cards to get some... Oops. There are too many cards here. And the ones that fell out were milk and honey, message in a bottle. This is perhaps that message that is coming towards you. Just a second. And some more cards fell down. You have the new life and poised. Interesting. So definitely at the beginning... Okay, so again, I'm getting that feeling here of needing to take action, okay? It's almost like you're... Sorry to say this, but I get the feeling that you are very capable. The only thing that you lack here is motivation, okay? And you're extremely creative is what I get. But it's a bit like you're quite lethargic. You're not fully in your element. You're not completely letting your inner abilities shine, okay? There's something that is holding you back. It's either self-motivation in most cases or a lack of belief in yourself, okay? And we have movement, river, and purification, okay? So I feel like that is, for some of you, this perhaps involves whatever it is that you may be considering now in the near future. It could perhaps involve movement or relocation, okay? Because it might be overseas. You might be receiving some kind of message or news from overseas, and it requires you to relocate as well, okay? That is quite possible. But you need to get rid of any kind of self-limiting beliefs or self-limiting behavior, in especially, okay, about not feeling either good enough or not being motivated enough, not having the enthusiasm even though you're really good at what you do, okay. You get angel of love and angel of strength. So interesting. You have protection, okay, in the form of these two angels here. You're getting some kind of guidance, but again, it is about doing something that you actually really love, listening to your heart, okay. Because if you see here, I feel like she's closely looking at her heart and seeing what it is that she really loves and keeping it close to herself, okay. And I feel like that is an important message for you. Look for what you really love doing, because you have one of the most positive cards in the deck here, which is milk and honey. You have an abundance and a plethora of beautiful, luxurious things at hand, but like a whole cornucopia, okay. The only thing that perhaps lacks over here is you being a little lax, okay. So take charge and be more motivated if possible. And yeah, any kind of hurt that you may be still hanging on to from the past needs to be let go of, okay. Let me just read a little bit from that card, milk and honey, for any additional messages. Okay. The taste of prosperity, opportunities, born of authenticity, nurturing abundance, trusting that your needs will be met. So the prosperity message is there's only one authentic you. The version of yourself is Spirit's emissary in the world. When you're in alignment with the truth that you are a unique expression of the divine, your ego can rest and your soul can illuminate your purpose. Now is the time when you are seeking your true north. When you find this direction, you automatically step into prosperity, and the world brings you evidence of abundance. Miracles are a choice and a way of seeing the world. With every choice you make right now, you have the potential to seize good fortune and embrace your destiny. Opportunities will lead you to your best life now. Be open to them. You're getting a sweet taste of what you want. So, couldn't have said it better. But there is a need for you to let go of any self-limiting beliefs and behaviors and attitudes, and detoxify yourself to create room for this beautiful abundance of opportunities coming your way. And don't be afraid to completely shine your light and be who you really are, and be the real best authentic version of yourself, okay. So that was your message. I wish you all the very best for your career, your finances, your work life. Trust and believe in yourself and your abilities, okay. And take care of yourself. I'll see you in another video. Do subscribe if you haven't, and yeah, God bless. Bye bye.